Hey, what's up, everybody? Out here in the garage doing some more work tonight. So the plan tonight is to work on my gas pedal. I'm gonna mod that, get it to where, because I took my cruise control out a long time ago, but I was still using the cruise control box. But I want to get all that out of there, clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go through modding the old cable to make it work, so I can kind of show you how to do that. There's been a few videos out there, but I'll go ahead and show you what I plan on doing with it as far as the little sandwich plate between the firewall and everything. I'm gonna try to make it look factory instead of using washers and all that. So that's what I'm gonna do if I can make it work. So I'm gonna work on that, and then I'm gonna work on the passenger side flares because I want to cut them and I want to take the car out and drive it around tomorrow. So that's the plan. I got my battery mounted. I'll show you that. Worked out pretty good. I got a Miata battery, so it's smaller and it's more confined, and it looks pretty good there. I got a universal strap holding it down, and I'll show you how I mounted that. So that's the plan for tonight. I'm using my my new DJI Osmo, and you can see it's kind of following me around. It's pretty cool, and it's something new. I'm gonna try to use it. I use my phone for recording because I think the quality is a little better, and it's just a little bit easier to move around. Plus, I can use this gimbal and to make the videos and everything a little bit smoother. So that's the plan for tonight. Just a few things, and hopefully we can get the car up and going, and then get it off the quick jacks and take it for a cruise tomorrow. So let's get started on that. So this is the old plate from the old cable. This is the cable that went from the firewall to the cruise control box, and then there's another cable that goes from the cruise control box to the throttle body. So I'm gonna take this plate, which went to the firewall, and I'm gonna cut it and get this piece out, and then I'm gonna reuse it on the other cable. So the other cable that goes from the throttle body is now gonna go straight to the gas pedal rather than going through the cruise control box. And then the sandwich plate, if it works like I plan, it'll mount to the firewall, which will encase the other cable to not allow it to like pull through the firewall as you give it throttle. So that's the plan. Alexa, play.
Jesse Luna's station from Apple Music.
So this is the piece that it's actually attached to the gas pedal. So that's the plan here, is to fit this through here, which it'll fit on the inside like this, keep from pulling through. So I'll have to like cut a small slit in this to fit over this cable, and then it'll resets itself in that hole. Because if you look at the one that is down there, factory, it's just a ball on the end of it. And I have seen people actually cut this off and just put a weight, like a fishing weight. You can crimp one on there, but I'm just gonna try this and see if it works first. So that's the plan. Get this cut, and I gotta drill this hole out bigger here. So this hole is actually gonna fit here, like so, and sandwich between these two nuts here, and then it'll mount to the firewall. So that way this is actually secured, and then the cable will just slide in and out as you give it throttle. There you go. And then this won't spread open again because it's actually clipped in the gas pedal. So this should be fine. And I already messed up. I forgot to put the plate and the nut on. So now I gotta take that back off. passenger side trimmed, and I mean, it's not finished, but it's pretty close. It was actually kind of cool. I got to trim the flare pieces to line up with the side skirts without having to add anything, so it actually came out perfect. So that side's pretty much, I mean, literally just done, other than the pieces for the bumper. I gotta mold those to there, but other than that, I don't have to do any like adding where the side skirts and stuff are. Like on the driver's side, I'll have to add on 2 or 3 inches just because I should have had the side skirts on, side splitters on before I actually did the trimming. So that was my bad there. So I do have to do some fiberglass work on those, but the passenger side's pretty, it's done. So I got the gas pedal finished and it works perfect. That's pretty much the only thing I got recorded. Tomorrow, I got the car back together, and right now I'm just charging the battery, just make sure it doesn't die overnight or anything. I got a brand new battery in it. It's actually a Miata battery, and modded the universal strap to hold it down through the factory battery tray. So it actually came out pretty good. But it's, like I said, it's a Miata battery, so it's not really made for this car, but all the forums and stuff I've been hearing, that actually works pretty good. So yeah, I got that in there, and then like I said, tomorrow probably go for a cruise and just drive it around, maybe clean it off a little bit because it's covered in dust, and then I can finish on this fiberglass work, and then I got a little bit more body work to do, and then it'll be ready to plastic dip it. So let's walk around, and I'll show you kind of some of the stuff I got done, and then call it a night. So here's the gas pedal cable. It's all done. So it just comes straight off the throttle body and then curves and it goes right into the firewall. And let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you can see it there. So I used the factory little triangle plate there to use the factory bolts. Worked out perfect. So I put one of the nuts on the inside and that one on the outside, and it's tight. It ain't going anywhere. So here's the couple inches I was talking about right there. So you've seen all that, but that's where I need to refiberglass it. And then same on this piece here. Do a little bit more sanding and grinding there for the cutout. I think it looks pretty good. Gotta make sure the other side matches. Took the bumper pieces off, so I'm gonna mold those together and make one piece out of it rather than having separate pieces for the bumper. And here's the passenger side. I got it fitted and everything and trimmed, but I took it off just because I don't want it to fall off when I drive tomorrow. So here I got this side trimmed up like the driver's side. And I do have to add a little bit of fiberglass on this piece, just on this upsweep part. And then the bottom there, just a tiny little bit. So, but this side, for the driver's side, or for the front passenger side, I mean, it's perfect. I gotta smooth it up, but I'm not gonna have to add any fiberglass to it. All I gotta do is smooth it up and be done. So, that's perfect there. I mean, you can see here, I gotta add the bumper piece to this one too. I just took it off. You can see the 3 holes there where it's gonna mount. And then it'll cover up. I got to fill this hole here, but it'll cover up these ones. So yeah, here's the Miata battery. So here's the strap, universal strap. And down there, you can see, if you can see it, how I have it mounted. So I drilled holes through the side of the factory battery tray there, and then I put some bolts and nuts on the back side with some lock washers. They come with like some self-tapper screws, but those will just come out of that because that's pretty thin. So I got one there, and I got one back here on this back side, and then the strap just comes over the top. Just comes over the top here. and then it cinches down with this little clasp. So it's pretty secure. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's that for tonight. Got some work done, and then, like I said, I'm gonna go drive it tomorrow. Haven't driven it in forever, so that'd be kind of fun. And then I also got the halos finished. I'll show you those real quick. So I actually got them wired in this time to the markers, so they come on with the side marker lights there. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And then I also added some demon eyes there. So there, you can see a better shot there. So what I did is the high beam is on the inside. I took the factory high beam bulb out and put a red SMD LED bulb. And they don't really put out very much light output because I've actually had them in headlights before. So it just gives you a good red glow. I mean, you can kind of see like a red there on the door, but the light output is like next to nothing. So I just did that. The only thing I'm gonna have to figure out as far as wiring goes is, so I have to turn my high beams for that to work. And then I turn on my low beams. It brings my factory fogs back on. So I'd like to keep the fogs on with the demon eyes. So I'll have to figure that out. I'm sure the relay between the two switches it. So I might have to just wire those in with the markers as well. I just kind of liked that those were on the fog light switch. So I might have to do some digging around on that and figure out how to make that work. But yeah, other than that, it's all done. Car is filthy, so yeah, really good deep clean coming when I get the car back up running and finished. I really want to pull all the carpet out and pressure wash it. So that's what I'm gonna do eventually. But yep, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.